You do want to make sure you're using the proper logos and whatnot, but you've got to be able to let your local insurance agents know, especially if you're a DRP with them, that you are certified in whatever lines of vehicle. You could have one certification, but you want your insurance partners to know if you have DRPs. I've been doing this and marketing to agents and dealerships and that kind of stuff for like 10 years now. I've been around the block. I've tried a lot of things. So I'm just going to share with you a few little insider tips on what's worked for me in my shops. And for you in your shops, maybe it'll be a little bit different, whatever. Feel free to tweak it as you want. But what I did with most recently, because certifications are newer on the horizon, is we created like an 8.5 by 11 laminated sheet with all the certifications on it for, this was my local shop premier coach, that I could take out to the insurance agents. Now, I had not been marketing insurance agents and somebody else hadn't been doing it for a long time, but wanted to touch base with them and let them know, hey, for this particular client, we are State Farm Select Service Repair Facility, but we also have all of these certifications. Oh, and they're like, oh, I had no idea. Mind you, here we go back to marketing and education. Even your insurance agents don't understand the importance of certified versus not certified. So again, it's an education thing here on every level. Whenever we're marketing certification, you always have to know that education just goes with it. They're just tied hand in hand. So the first time I went out, we created these laminated sheets because people are way less likely to throw away something that's made of kind of like a plastic. They can pop in their drawer and pull it out as they see fit. So the first time I went out, I just introduced myself, let them know the shop that I'm with, went through the certifications, and just quickly said, you know, you probably already know this, but let me share with you anyway. Certified means, and kind of went through the whole thing. It means we've got specialized technicians and we have access to all of the parts that your client may need on their vehicle. We have to have special tooling. So you kind of explain to them like what your shop has gone through, all of these lengths that you have gone through to become certified, because it's a big deal. To become certified, it's a big deal. You have to go through a lot. You and I know it, but they have no clue. Oh, you're certified. So what? You sent a piece of paper in and said you've got technicians that can work on these vehicles? Okay. No, let them know the amount of, you don't have to tell them how much money, but how much time and the resources. And you had to send your technicians went to training in other states, and it was a 5-day training course on welding and it, you know, whatever, kind of get into it and give them some nitty gritty details. They will appreciate it. They need some knowledge, and the more knowledgeable they are, they're able to help their customers, right? So it's a win-win. So you're helping them, which helps them help their people. And then when their people come to you, it makes the full circle. So like I said, first step would be take your laminated card if you've got one, or take something that they're not just going to pitch, right? And then at the same time, take your business cards with you and trade. I often find throughout the course of the years and trying everything imaginable, instead of just saying, hey, can I get your business card? Do you mind if I take one of your cards? They're like, oh, good. So now you can spam me, right? But if you take your own card and say, here's my card, do you mind if we trade? They're much more likely to be like, oh yeah, sure. Because now they have your information. So you're not just some person behind some veil that just is going to bug them. Now you're creating that relationship. So that's what I would recommend first and foremost. If you have pens, notepads, mouse pads, whatever, you can throw some of those. They love gifts. They love to feel special. And anyway, so that's a great little first step. Second step would be to go back and drop off those smaller cards I was showing you. Those cards are great because they can keep those handy in a little desk drawer. And I have seen those 5x7 cards stickied up on their, like in their little offices, on the wall, on a couple of agents' offices when I've gone back. They've actually have them on the desk for their own customers to see. And I'll give them a little stack and they just stick them right in front. So when their customers come in and they're talking about an issue with their policy or whatever, the customer can grab one and they can go. So the second time you're going is to reacquaint, give them some other information in a different way. So you're giving them a smaller card and you're making that connection again, I would say don't wait too long to go, because out of sight, out of mind, they'll forget you. So go back in a couple of weeks. Hey, just had these little guys made, thought they'd be helpful. Again, certifying all these things. Do you have questions on certification? You're good. Awesome. Great to see ya. Bye. Couple things about your business cards that you're collecting. So you're collecting their business cards. Number one, if you're a bigger shop and you have somebody going out marketing for you, you now have a list of who that person has gone and seen. And it's a tangible list. They can't say they've been somewhere if they don't have a card, right? So it's a way for like checks and balances. If you're the one going out and doing it, it also allows you to remember who the heck you went and saw. And when I'm doing agents, I see so many in a day. I have a log and I have notes, and if I get to know people and they tell me things about their son or their daughter or their kids or their dog or whatever, I write it down so I can go back and talk to them about it. And again, we'll get into all of that in another webinar. But again, it's making that connection and educating them on certification and giving them the tools when the time comes there. When somebody says, well, I just got into an accident, they can go, oh, and they've got your little note up there, or they've got the thing in their desk drawer where they can pull it out and go, oh, you have a Kia? Well, we have a select service repair shop that's Kia certified, because now they know how important it is. And I don't know if you know that's important, but it's great if you can go to a certified facility. Now they can help be your promoter. Awesome. Free advertising. Great. So these are the tools that you want to give them. The great thing about sourcing, if you're able to do it and you're willing to do it, is you're going to know which agents are sending you the work. So you're going to know which ones you really made an impact on, and maybe which ones you need to go back out and pay a little more attention to. So sourcing can be a great thing.